As you saw from some of the previous videos, it's hard to do much with programming or RPA without dealing with variables. So in this section, we'll talk about variables. We'll start with how to create variables from the ribbon. Then we'll discuss the variables pane, which allows you to manage your variables. And when we create variables, there's a limited number of types that are available in the UI. Sometimes you need to browse for special variable types. For instance, when you want to deal with currency, you're going to need to use a decimal type, and that's not one of the basic types that's immediately available to you when you're creating a variable. So you'll need to use a special feature of UiPath to select that type. Then we'll move on and we'll talk about using the assign activity to create new variables and to update their values. We'll discuss how variables can be used as the output of other activities. I'll spend a little time talking about variable scope. And finally, sometimes you'll create variables with a limited scope and realize later in your automation that you need access to those variables from other activities outside of the original scope. So in those cases, sometimes it makes sense to promote a variable to global scope. So we'll discuss how to do that as well. Let's jump into it.